people have Neanderthal within their genetics. Google it. Go to your local doctor. Go to your local hospital, human beings, or black people, Latino people, and just ask the doctor, like, or Google it. Like, you just Google it. Like, do human beings have Neanderthal in their genetics? They're going to say yes. So I'm not in there doing nothing but teaching y'all real science. But human beings, you are not from the 19th galaxy, the Sirius star system. That's where we come from. All these black people, all these niggas, all these spics, all these Latino motherfuckers y'all don't fuck with like that. Yeah, us. We come from there, nigga. We not from here neither, but we did create this motherfucker though. Alright? Now if you're a human being, you come from a planet called Nern. Now where is Nern? You can look in the sky and see Nern. Actually, when you look in the sky on a clear night, you can see every universe, every planet, and every galaxy. Pay attention. When you get a chance, when y'all get a chance, peace to all the guys and goddesses of Planet Kai just tuning in. We gonna do a lecture on here too. I'm gonna do Gonzarella. I'm gonna do a bunch of them today on IG because we supposed to do Gonzarella on my website, and that shit was everybody hitting me up and they saying they can't hear it, so I gotta redo that. Now I got a double lecture. We supposed to do Simeon Toko last night on my website, and there was a lot of people that couldn't access the website. Okay, so tonight we're gonna do this lecture. Hold on, this on my website tonight. We're gonna talk about the Watchers, the Book of Enoch, the book of Enoch, however you wanna fucking say it. It doesn't matter because the truth shall always prevail. All is being revealed. Get what I'm saying? So the live tonight on my website called The Watchers. If you want to join it, it's a free lecture. I'm gonna put the link in bio. Last night I didn't put the link in bio because remember, I told y'all I still got the situation going on with the government. You know, they on bullshit with me. I'm not going to stop teaching, you feel me? But at the end of the day, I just let y'all know what it is. You get what I'm saying? So, I didn't even know that I didn't put the link in none of the bios. So, a lot of y'all wasn't able to access it. And then to all the paid members on the website, I appreciate y'all deeply for actually becoming members. It's like 10,000 of us on the website. That's a lot of people that's actual members. All right, anybody that's a member of the website, they know we about 10,000 strong. And you got people that been on there since we was only 50 strong. So, I appreciate the university. I appreciate the ancestors for working through me. I appreciate every human being that tunes into these lectures, all right? And every god and every goddess. This university is only for the high vibrational beings. So does that mean that if you don't agree with what we saying, you can't be in here? No, but we ask you to keep your silly ass low vibrational comments to yourself or you will be expunged, expelled, and eradicated. You feel me? If you're not vibrating high, you don't have to agree with us, but we ask you kindly to keep your silly ass comments to yourself or you will be expelled and eradicated. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Alright? This ain't for everybody. I appreciate you too, Success Story 8414. The 3 E's. We got the 4 C's. And that's what got the government mad now. The elites mad because we was just being some cordial, color concerned citizens. Alright? And you can't be colored. You can be colored and you can be cordial. And you could be a citizen. But you know what happened, y'all? They want me because I started becoming concerned about the shit. Alright? But we still the 4 C's. Nigga, fuck them people, boy. Just know we got a war about this shit. We gonna war about this shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this shit. Listen, we gonna do this shit the cordial way. And if they ain't trying to be righteous cordially, then we gotta do it the gangster way. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell y'all how we can go about it doing cordially. We want to exercise our power. We want to show how this country is unrighteous. Definitely down in Georgia, the GBI. We'll talk about that in a second. All right? But we not going to stop growing. We not going to stop learning. You feel me? That's why all the YouTube, all them lectures up there, y'all go eat that shit up. Feed that shit to y'all kids. Dissect that shit, break it down, and put your own spin on it. You feel me? On my website, you don't have to be a member to access the public library. If you just click on the link, even if you're not a member, the public library is called that for a reason. Niggas have to read. And if your ass in the university and you don't like to read, then what the fuck is you in the university for? Because if you just click on the link, you might, when you click on live lectures, if you're not a member, you can't access that unless it's a free lecture. But if you click on public library, you can access all of them. You can rent those videos and all that. All right. So I want to address that. Okay. So let's real over rich. Shout out to Q Roster, man. First artist that I'm fucking with, far as actually officially signing. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and we gonna put the paperwork together. But me and him, we talk through the DM, so we on the same page. That's my little brother. I love him deeply and I believe in him. So definitely shout out to Q Roster. Shout out to all the young guys and goddesses out there. I see a lot of y'all making music and y'all putting like positive energy in y'all music, and I wanted to be the example for that. So I'm glad that y'all are following that example and y'all still making y'all music. Y'all still talking about ops, but y'all changing who the ops is. You feel me? I want to drop my record, Dead Cops. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me talking about I was gonna drop the record, Dead Cops. They kind of made them get on my ass more, and I ain't even put the fucking video out. You know, we supposed to shot the video. I was supposed to drop my album on the 9th. You feel me? So we gonna work through all that though. Ancestors with us, you feel me? You know, y'all know what I stand for, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't honor nothing else. And death isn't real. It's not. And I don't fear it. I'm a 3rd generation revolutionary. Like my listen, man, let me tell y'all something. My granddaddy on my mama's side, a lot of y'all don't know this, but my great granddaddy on my mama's side, Edward Matthews. His real name was Edward Mathis. Everybody know Judge Mathis, right? Judge Mathis is everybody know Judge Mathis. Well, Judge Mathis is actually my second cousin on my mom's side. Yeah, old Judge Mathis to be on TV that everybody know, that's my cousin. That's my blood cousin on my mama's side. But we don't fuck with them niggas. Now, let me tell you why we don't fuck with them. My great-granddaddy name was Edward Mathis. But back in the day, you know, because they all come out of Kentucky. And if you go look deep into Judge Mathis' family, you're going to see they from Kentucky. Okay? My granddaddy and my grandmama on my mama's side, they're from over here and they're from Kentucky. They moved up to Chicago. That's how I grew up in Chicago. My grandma and my granddaddy from Kentucky, they moved to Cabrini Green back in the 60s. Like when Cabrini Green was Cabrini Green, nigga. Like before it became Cabrini Green, all reckless and niggas was getting killed. Before they shot Candyman. I'm talking about back when they was filming Cooley High. Back when they was filming Good Times. My mama and my granddaddy and my grandmama lived in Cabrini Green projects. 505, what was that, 502? I think that was 502. 502, 50, they from the bank road. One of them motherfuckers, 502, 504, one of them motherfuckers. You from the Greens, you know what I'm talking about. Alright? So, my grandma and my granddaddy, they moved to Cabrini Green projects and they raised my mom and them. You feel me? In Cabrini Green projects. You know, because niggas don't interview me, so let me give y'all a backdrop. And we got lectures, we kicking it today, we vibing, y'all. We getting deep, we gonna do all that. It's Friday, we gonna build. We building today. We got lectures to drop, all that. We on this bitch. Alright? Now, my mother, you know what I'm saying, they basically, my mom and my aunties and uncles and all them, they grew up in Cabrini Green projects, born and raised. Like everybody in Cabrini Green know my grandma that was in Cabrini Green, because my grandma was a teacher at Jenner's Elementary School for forever. So basically my grandma then damn near raised every motherfucker mama and they mama from fucking Cabrini Green projects, because most people from Cabrini Green, when you went to elementary school, your ass either went to Bird or you went to Jenner. Okay? It's gonna all make sense. I'm telling y'all how I'm a 3rd generation revolutionary. Stay with me. Feel me? Yeah, screen record this, document this. It's up there with them people. They on some bullshit with me. We're gonna talk about all that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that to understand who I am. So if my mama was born and raised in Cabrini Green, my mama a gangster, nigga. My mama a old school vice lord. And it's crazy because if my mama and them stayed in Cabrini Green, I would have been vice lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not vice lord. I end up going a different route. Black and blue stay true. You see what I'm saying? Because my mom and them, when they got adults, they moved out of the Greens. They moved down to another hood, which is like literally 2 blocks away, called Noble Square on Division and Noble in Chicago. That's right over the bridge. So everybody from the Greens know about the square because that's the area. You know what I'm saying? We all went to the same schools. If you from my area, like I told y'all, Polo G, he from my area. They all said, that's Division and said, it was always fuck them niggas growing up on my end because we was in tour with them. Matter of fact, we was in tour with anybody from the Greens that came down to our neighborhood on that we from the Green shit. Now, me, by my mom, my granddaddy and all them being raised in Cabrini Green, born and raised in Cabrini Green projects, you got to remember, my mom and them was at Old School Mondays every Monday. If you really from the Greens and from Chicago, you know about Old School Mondays. You feel what I'm saying? My mama was there every motherfucker know my OG. Certified old school vice lord stepper. Lady vice lord. Everybody know my OG. So, you got to understand once again what I come from. You know what I'm saying? So, now, my mom's mom and dad, they're the ones that's from Kentucky. So my granddaddy name was Frank Matthews. If you go to a military index, My granddaddy is one of the only black people to ever win a Purple Heart. My granddaddy lost a Purple Heart. I mean, he won a Purple Heart in the Vietnam War. He ran into gunfire and he saved some people. You get what I'm saying? And when he saved some of his comrades, he ended up losing his toe because he got shot. So they gave my granddaddy a Purple Heart. And that shit's still in my grandma's house to this day. All right? So I'm saying that for a reason. If you know anything about the military, you know you don't just get no Purple Heart in that shit. You get what I'm saying? You don't just get no Purple Heart in the military. Drop a 9 if y'all keeping up with the story that I'm telling y'all. Because if you've been in a university, you know, I don't just talk. I don't ramble. It's all going to make sense later. I connect shit. All right? I see everybody arguing about Jesus and shit. I ain't even talk about that right now. I'm going to let y'all argue amongst each other. To the other 800 people that's not arguing about Jesus, thank you for dropping 9s and letting me know that you keep it over with the story. These niggas arguing about Jesus, so I don't even know if niggas listening in class right now. Thank y'all for participating, okay? Thank you. Now, y'all, I mean, the niggas in the comments arguing about Jesus, y'all can keep arguing. I don't feel like y'all wrong. I just wanted to make sure everybody still keep it up with the story. All right? So, my granddaddy, which is my mom's, first off, keep in mind, my mom was an old school vice lord. She come out the old school, so that mean they was beating ass and they was really killing shit in the 70s, nigga. You know, the old school gangsters, they wasn't playing. No, they really killing shit. Wasn't no social media. Niggas wasn't woofing about what they was gonna do. Motherfucker get up on your ass, get you out the way, keep it nice and quiet, chop you up, drop you off in the sewer. Some motherfucker where niggas never hear about you, see about it, and the motherfucker who did the murder gonna get away. That's where my OG come from, that era. See what I'm saying? She's a real old school killer. You know, the old school, we new school. Just like the shorties, if you under 25, you new school to us. See what I'm saying? But 30s, 40s, 50s, my OG be 60, 64. She old school, you feel me? My old man, my pops, he's 72, 10 years old to 73, 10 years older than my OG. You know, I got old school parents, my nigga. That's why I got an old soul, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep in mind, I'm telling you about OG was, right? My mama was. Now, I'm telling you about my granddaddy, which is her dad. Granddaddy didn't play. Granddaddy, although he went to the military, he shouldn't have went. He was a gangster. Because when he got to the military, he won a Purple Heart. He real life stepping in that bitch. He one of the few people, look him up, Frank E. Matthews. That's my granddaddy name. He passed away in 1996. Frank E. Matthews. One of the only African Americans, if you want to call us that, because we know we're not African Americans. But he's one of the only black people to ever won a Purple Heart in the Vietnam War. Okay? Lost a toe, but he did it. Now let's talk about his daddy. I'm just trying to let y'all know what's in me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to go back too many generations. I'll just go back 3. Okay? So, you know about my mom. You know about my granddaddy. Now check out my great-granddaddy. My great-granddaddy, which is my granddaddy dad, they born and raised in Kentucky. Where Paducah, Kentucky is today, that's all my fucking land, nigga. You know how, like, all this shit are our land. The whole planet are our land. But you know how, like, if you go back a few generations, you'll find out that most so-called Latinos or African Americans, because we all guys and goddesses, we all got land that belongs to us, but the shit was either signed away or stolen from us. I'm not the only one. I'm just saying I could pinpoint actual land that belongs to us. Paducah, Kentucky today. What's present day present day Providence, Kentucky, that was all my great granddaddy land. Okay? They took it from my family. Alright? Now let me tell you how they did my great granddaddy. Remember I told y'all Judge Mathis is my cousin. But notice, my mama last name is Matthews, but she got married, so that's not her last name no more. So my granddaddy last name was Matthews because that was his daddy last name. But his daddy, which is my granddaddy Edward Matthews, my great granddaddy Edward Matthews, his last name wasn't Matthews. His last name was Mathis. You don't hear me? My great granddaddy last name is not Matthews originally. His last name is Mathis. This on my mama's side. This is how we related to Judge Mathis. Now let me tell you, you probably thinking like, why would your granddaddy change his last name? Now we talking revolution now. Check game. Remember I just told y'all, all of Providence, Kentucky belonged to the Mathis. We the still the Mathis, right? My granddaddy sold a little bit of land. Because remember, my granddaddy, daddy, they've been passing this land down since they motherfucking invaded us, right? So when they get to my great granddaddy, they had just started making people learn how to read and write. Black people ain't know how to read and write back then. They were just learning this shit. So a white fucking racist tricked my great granddaddy out of all his land. He told my great granddaddy, I just want to buy 5 acres, so I forgot the exact price. My great granddaddy didn't know how to read or write, but he knew how to count money. So what he did was he sold the man a couple acres in present day Providence, Kentucky. He sold him a few acres in present day Providence, Kentucky. The man tricked my great granddaddy, Edward Mathis, out of all his land. My great granddaddy didn't know that he done sold this motherfucker modern day Providence, Kentucky. Yeah, a lot of people like Judge Mathis. But if you think about Judge Mathis' character and how real he was, and you think about me, you can see, oh, that shit in that day, I can see where that bloodline. For real. I'm only telling y'all this because the elites trying to come at me with some bullshit using my baby mama. Right? And I want y'all to know how deep my bloodline run. Like, this shit is in my... Like, a lot of people can't trace their shit back like I can. Even if I'm tracing my physical reality in here, because we know this is a temporary reality. Remember that now. These are just our avatars. But you still want to be able to trace your physical. I'm only mentioning this in the event of my untimely demise. Because the system is truly against me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, by any means necessary, if we can't be diplomatic, I'm gonna go somewhere. But I ain't gonna go sit in no cell for nothing unrighteous. Let's stay with the story. Okay? I can't help myself. This shit in my blood. That's the point I'm making. Let me tell you what my great-granddaddy did. My great-granddaddy, he found out that these white motherfuckers tricked him out of all his acres. He thought he was selling them 5 acres. They'd have tricked him out a couple thousand acres. He tried to go back and build on his land. He get escorted off the land by the police. He tell the police, like, hold on, this my land. I only sold a few acres to them niggas. Police like, well, that's not what the paperwork say, sir. This isn't your work. This isn't your land anymore. You sold it all away. Stay with me. Now, they didn't just do this to my great-granddaddy. Back in the day, they did this to all of us. That's why none of us got land. All that 40 acres in the mule shit, which I got a lecture coming up on. A lot of us, if you get to tracing your blood back, you go back some generations, you're going to be surprised how much fucking land belongs to your family. See, when I tell you it's our land, it's our planet. I mean, in total, the whole shit ours. But if you don't believe that, just go back a little bit and start tracing back a few generations. You'll see that they tricked us and called us Indians in their history book. Remember that. Once again, you want to know more about how the Indians is really black people? Go check out my brother Dan Calloway. Shout out to Dan Calloway. Peace to God. All right? But remember, this is God talk. Peace to all the gods and goddesses of planet Ka. Now we rise. You feel me? Information, they scared of that. All right? So the racist tricks my great-granddaddy out of all his land. And remember, they did this to the Indians. They called us Indians, remember? And if you go look in history, see, you can't go in their history and look up African Americans because they're going to tell you that every time an African American was over in this country or black person, they're going to tell you was a fucking slave ever since they brought you from Africa. So they liberated you during the Civil Rights War, the Civil War. Once Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, that's when we freed you African Americans. Remember that now. That's the lie they tell in history. If you want to know how much land they tricked us out of, you have to understand, first off, that you ain't no fucking African American. Then you have to understand, second off, that all the Indians, that's us. That's us. Now, go read how many fucking tax acts and land acts that they tricked the natives out of. They didn't just kill us out the shit. The ones that was left, that was willing to work it out, they tricked them to sign treaties. This is how they got Alabama. Look, all of fucking the South used to belong to the Cherokee. How the fuck you think they got it? They literally tricked the Cherokee via paperwork out of fucking 4-5 states. You talking Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, the Carolinas, Tennessee, Kentucky. That's like 7 all the way to Mississippi. And they made the Cherokees march across from fucking Georgia, which was headquarters for them, all the way across to Indian Territory. Stay with me. What was considered Indian Territory? Oklahoma. Now once you understand that Oklahoma is where they shipped all the Cherokee to, then you'll understand how the fuck we end up starting Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. Those were all the Cherokee. But they tell you in history that the Cherokee was these red motherfuckers. So when you see the people from Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, you see black people, you like, oh, well, them black Africans. No, them the Cherokee and the descendants of the motherfuckers who had to walk the Trail of Tears. Nigga, go Google it. The Trail of Tears, they made motherfuckers walk from Georgia and Alabama on foot, Louisiana, all the way across, nigga, to Oklahoma on foot. It's called the Trail of Tears, nigga, because a lot of us died trying to walk in that shit. Got a nigga walking 19 states, and they done already conquered the atmosphere, so we gotta walk through cold war, weather, all that shit. Go research. All right. So once you understand how they got us out of our land, you see how deep this shit go. A lot of y'all familiar with the Florida Seminoles, but a lot of people don't know that the Seminoles was fucking gangsters. And a lot of people don't understand how they even became the Florida Seminoles. It wasn't no damn Seminoles before they tricked out a Cherokee out their land. It wasn't no such thing as a Seminole, nigga. The Seminoles was the remaining Choctaw and Cherokee tribes that elected to stay and fight for their land. Remember, amongst us, you always had cowards. So you always had the motherfuckers like, oh, we just gonna go with the flow, go with what master say. Them the motherfuckers took off walking. See what I'm saying? And they had the ones who survived, they made it all the way to Oklahoma, and they set up shop in Tulsa. And that's what ended up being Black Wall Street before they destroyed it. But guess what? Those gangsters that was in the Cherokee tribe, they said, look, I don't give a fuck how many guns they got. I don't give a fuck what law they just signed, they play, talk about this, they laying down. We know for sure this our land. All right, fuck it. They can have Georgia. They can have Alabama. We'll give them Louisiana. They can have Mississippi. We finna go down into the swamp. And the swamp was Florida. Present day Florida. So that's how the Seminoles was created. It was nothing but a bunch of rebels from the Cherokee that stayed and fought. So the Seminoles said, you know what? Since they already got out of that land, it's all good. We ain't gonna trip. We just gonna move down into present day Florida and let all that be our land. Guess what them white racist motherfuckers did that we call America today? They got greedy. They already done got Georgia, Virginia, the Carolinas, Kentucky, Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. You just got it. Guess they get on. Oh, well, we want to come get Florida too. And that's when the Seminoles said, you got me fucked up. Nigga, we not giving up no Florida. You bitches already took everything else. Somebody saying Gullah Geechee. All the Gullah wars, they all was originally Seminoles. And the Seminoles was originally Cherokee. They was just the rebels within the Cherokee that stayed and fought. So once these Americans, look at them, playing with the lie. There they go. Y'all president, Andrew Jackson, back then, right? Guess what? He was the president that led the fucking army into Florida. You know how y'all, I'm trying to get them Jacksons. You loving them dead presidents. Well, one of them dead presidents is the one that actually led the march into Florida. Yeah, that's what they do. Andrew Jackson. They try to play with the lie. But drop a 9 if y'all can still hear me. Okay, Q Roster say we good. But yes, they led the march. Andrew Jackson. He led the march into Florida. You know why? Because he had just got his ass kicked in that other war. He had something personal against the Cherokee. Go read their story. They'll even tell you that. So he got on some gangster shit. America told Andrew Jackson, don't go over there in Indian land, which was present-day Florida. They're like, we got everything else. Shit, we don't even need that. They can have that little bullshit. That's how they was looking at Florida. Andrew Jackson like, fuck that. We gonna take everything from these black people. We ain't try to hear shit. Went against their orders and still took a troop of army men and came into Florida and started a war with the Seminoles. And then, of course, the USA, they just rolled with them. They like, fuck it, you kicked it off. It is what it is. Why you think they end up making Andrew Jackson like one of the most historical presidents? Because he helped America get new land that they wasn't even thinking about getting. Plus, nobody had the heart to go into Florida because Florida was real swampy. And see, the Seminoles, Cherokee, they was in tune with nature. Magic. So they had a connection with the alligators, the crocodiles, the python, all that. So they ain't want to go in them swamps. But Andrew Jackson had the courage to go in them swamps that's now called Florida and start a war with these Seminoles to try to take the land, which they eventually took. But the Seminoles, they were some fighting motherfuckers, boy. It took them like 300-400 years to get Florida. And you know years ain't real, boy. What I'm saying is it took a long time for them to get Florida because the Seminoles wasn't fucking with them. They wasn't fucking around. And as a matter of fact, if Osceola, who was the leader of the Seminoles back then, if he didn't ever wave the white flag, they never win that war. Listen, let me tell y'all how they did it. Because they always been snaking us. They did the same thing to Shaka Zulu in the Zulu Wars. The Seminoles was fucking their ass up for years. Right? Every time they fuck them up, they'll try to chase the Seminoles. The Seminoles will run into the Everglades. They couldn't never. Every time they run in the Everglades, crocodiles start attacking their ass, snakes start eating their ass. You know what I'm saying? They like, damn, we can't catch the Seminoles. These motherfuckers cold. They living on a different frequency. They out here on some Tarzan shit. That's why all your little stories come from with Tarzan. Tarzan is about them seeing us being in tune with nature and all these different wars they fought against our ancestors. They watched us fuck them up with them alligators. They like, how the fuck is they living in the Everglades with the fucking crocodiles and we can't even go in that motherfucker? So what they did was, the USA, they waved the white flag. You know what I'm saying? So they waved the white flag. It was already an understanding that the white flag represents a treaty. White is a neutral color. That don't come from the USA. That come from us. We created the vibrations of color that don't come from human beings. Everything that they do in us, they ain't do shit but take it from us, water it down, and re-rock it and give it back to us. I told y'all we created the whole alphabet system. It's called, let's break down alphabet. Alpha beta system. We the fucking alphas, meaning we was first, and we gave the betas, them, because they were made in our image by Zeus. We gave the human beings this alpha beta system because they could not communicate because they lack a soul. They lack magnetism. They have spirit, so they have electricity, but they lack a soul. And their pineal glands are gelled shut because of this. All right? Back then, we hadn't created the Canis Major plant yet. Remember, the cannabis plant comes from the Canis Major star system. Weed is called scientifically cannabis. I gave a lecture on this on my website. Okay? It's called cannabis because it comes from a different planet that we created it on called the Canis Major star system. So on the Canis Major star system, we created cannabis strictly for human beings to help calcify their pineal gland. So what's the pineal gland? The pineal gland is the third eye, the ability to see things clearly. Okay? So we see because they had the animal genetics in them that Zeus, Yakub had grafted that into them. Eugenics, which is cloning, the scientific name for cloning is eugenics. I've been teaching this for years before I even went live. Niggas just wasn't listening. The scientific word for cloning is eugenics. We are the first eugenicists. Why is it called eugenics? Because take the EU off, you got genics. Genics comes from genetics. Okay? We are the original geneticists. We are the original eugenicists. Who you think created the palm trees? Palm trees don't come from California, nigga. Palm trees don't come from Florida, nigga. That shit, that come from a whole different planet. Let him who has eyes see clearly. And we wonder why the country is attacking me right now. Once again, let's finish class. So, weed. The scientific name of weed isn't herb. It ain't loud. It ain't dro. It ain't kush. Gas. Zaza. The scientific name is cannabis. Now, you never thought about why it's called cannabis. Because it comes from the Canis major star system. Go just research it. When you research star systems, they will list all our star systems for you. They just don't tell you what the fuck is going on them. It's a star system called Canis major. Just like the reptilians, they come from the alpha. They come from they're like reptilians. All right. They come from the alpha. All right. These alpha draconians, they come from the Draco star system. Niggas think Draco is for a fucking gun. Where is the Draco from? Who creates Dracos? Where are they branded? Where are they manufactured at? Not in the USA. Dracos are manufactured in where? Russia. Made by who? Germans. Germany. Why are all the foreign cars in Germany? Because Germany is considered the headquarters for all their greatness. Now, why do we call it Germany? Because that land was full of germs. So our ancestors named them Germans because they was living in the Caucasus Mountains over in present-day Russia for all 6,000 of their man-made years. Okay? The whole story of Moses is nothing more than a fucking story of them being led out the Caucasus Mountains, not out of goddamn Egypt, because Egypt is not a place, it's a fucking planet. All right? That human beings were banished to for turning on their makers, Zeus, Satan, Yakub, located in the 6th universe. So, human beings, when they were being grafted, which is another word for eugenics, because Yakub, Satan, Zeus, he one of the original 23 scientists. And so am I. I've been telling y'all I'm one of the original 23 scientists. I returned. That's why I'm doing the story on Simi and Toko. It's a lot of us that return, and then we go through shit and you think we normal. No, that's all part of showing a bigger plan. I've been telling y'all that Zeus, Satan, is one of the original 23 scientists. There was no man in the beginning. It was all women. It was all black women, to be exact. So your present day black Latino women, yeah, it was just all them walking around. And from their X chromosome, they had an X and a Y chromosome. Your chromosome is where all your features from. So people study using chromosome don't know what a chromosome is. You just said this shit because it sounds good. What exactly do chromosomes do in your body? This is where your features come from. You know how like my eyebrows this thick? That's because of a certain chromosome does that. The way our eyes are shaped, that's a chromosome. The way my lips are shaped, chromosome. My muscular physique, them all chromosomes. Those are all your chromosomes. And see, y'all don't like me, not the university, not the good human beings. I'm talking about American elites. Because I come out the gutter, nigga. I come out the sewer, and you can't understand how is he so gangster and at the same time so fucking intelligent. Like Frank Lucas told Malcolm X. You know what America fear? They don't fear a gangster. They fear when a gangster leave the streets and remember who the fuck he is. Because now that gangster that left the streets, he still got the heart to be the gangster he was and kill how he got to kill. But the difference is he know who to kill and what to kill for. He no longer is your... See, y'all don't like me, the elites, because I am no longer y'all utensil. And I'm waking others up. Well, let's stay focused, y'all. Let's back to the cannabis. understand that the human beings, y'all were grafted from animals. Grafted means you were mixed. So by Satan, Zeus, Yakub he's the head of the original 23 scientists. All right? He's the head of the 23 scientists. And this is what Malcolm X was teaching back in the 60s. When Elijah Muhammad and was teaching the people, and Malcolm X and all them back in the day was teaching people about the original 24 scientists, they never lied about that shit. And Malcolm X told y'all the original 23 scientists, they still walk amongst us around. They walk amongst us. They always reincarnate to stay here with us. This is a fact. The original 23 scientists, these are the first 23 creations, masculine creations by the Anunnaki goddesses. That's why we are so special. These goddesses, your black and Latino women, because these are the black and Latino woman is the only woman with mitochondrial DNA. DEA, because we know blacks and Latinos don't have DNA. Human beings have DNA. Animals have DNA and human beings have DNA. We, because we have neuromelanin, carbon, native beings, we don't have DNA. We have DEA, RNA, and chloroplast. DEA is deoxyetheric acid. Chloroplast is the connection that connects us to all of plant life on the planet. Chloroplast is what plants have. And we all know what RNA is. We don't have DNA. Human beings, white people, this is why we can do shit y'all can't do. That's the missing link. Y'all know it, human beings. Y'all be like, how the fuck they could do this? Because we don't have DNA. We have DEA. Nigga, I ain't got to work out in weeks. Nigga, I ain't worked out in 4 weeks. Nigga, I'm still cut. Nigga, I'm still going to be Now, when I do work out, I'm just going to... That's with anybody with carbon in their skin because that's DEA. Only DEA can do that. Boy, I can run, I can tumble, I can jump. I'm still athletic. I'm fast as hell. I'm intelligent. And not just me. Us as a whole, black people, Latino people. That's DEA. That's DEA. That's genetics. That is genetics. Every white person human being it's been known forever that black people and Latino people are genetically superior to y'all. Y'all have to work way harder in the gym than we do. White people have to work harder. That's a fact. But you see their ass in the gym. You see a white woman with a nice body, she done bust her ass for that shit. And I work out in the gym with human beings. They be in there working hard, and I respect it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm not saying they can't get it, but they got to work harder. This shit come natural to you because you got DEA. That's the missing link that they're hiding from the masses. Because if they talk to you about DEA, now they got to go into this long ass story that I'm telling you now. That they not finna do all that. They not finna do all that. Now, the original 23 scientists are the ones that grafted the human being, not grafted the human being race, but helped design the entire cosmos. The grafting of the human being race strictly came from Zeus after he turned on us. After he turned on us, he left the original 23 scientists. He left the Anunnaki side and went and created his own squad. This where all your fallen angels come from, all your fallen gods. But to understand why cannabis was created, you have to know all this background. All right? And you have to understand that they were grafted. What animals were used? I can tell you the exact animals because my soul was there. Of course, this physical avatar wasn't there. This motherfucker knew. This motherfucker, 33, 34 years of their fake years old. And we know time ain't real. It's based on the Gregorian calendar. So really, I'm 27 of their fake years right now? Everybody's 8 years younger. Fuck out of here with that time shit. I'm still waiting on the 8th day. All right? So, the animals that were used was the lemur, the snub-nosed monkey. Yes, shout out to Karma. I'm glad you put Zeus, Jesus, Yakub. That's the way that shit need to be written out. You can know this all the same, motherfucker. This is why they tell you in the Bible, the devil's greatest trick was what, y'all? You ain't got to believe in religion, but that motherfucker give you all type of drops, and you got to know the difference. What was the devil's greatest trick, y'all? Fooling the whole world that he did not exist. All you, like I always said, you motherfuckers walk around looking for the nigga on the flaming hot Cheeto bag. Facts. Facts. Nigga, I could be the devil. You wouldn't even know. Because you looking for a red nigga with a jumpsuit with a trident in his hand, with a tail and some horse hoofs. You see how cold Satan is at lying to y'all ass? Well, his ass is black. He's a god, he's not a goddess. So if he manifests, he's gonna always be a male entity. Why you think in their Bible they killed the woman? They killed the woman's image by saying that Eve fucked up everything. That y'all don't see that? The Bible denounces women. Fuck. The whole story says you bitches fucked up, and they call y'all bitches. They don't say it, but you might as well be a bitch. They like, you hoes hard-headed. Bitch, you ate the motherfucking apple. If you didn't eat the apple, Adam we wouldn't be going through this shit. Bitch, Adam told you, don't eat the apple. But you on some low vibrating shit. You wanna not follow a nigga lead. You know? Well, you being hard-headed and shit. I walk to the back to go catch me some sun rays. I come back, bitch, we naked now. Like, I didn't even know we had this. And what happened? Now Eve lying, well, I know you told me don't eat no apples, but you know, the apples looked so delicious. And you know, they really wasn't delicious. But then another nigga came along. Up, here we go. So you let another nigga talk you in out of what the fuck I already told you to do, bitch? I'm saying the Bible don't call y'all bitches, but they might as well. This shit sound like some bitch shit. A wife ain't gonna do that. I'm the husband. I said don't eat the apples. I already talked to God. Now I trust you with the apples. I spin off, missed me with that a snake came down. Yeah, we know what snake came down. A nigga done rolled up. So yeah, he piped your ass down. And now you said fuck what I said because you liked that dick better. And bitch, you went and listened to that nigga and ate the apple. Now I come back, we naked and shit. Because I don't even see no snake. This snake that you talking about, when I got back, I didn't see a snake. The nigga was miraculously gone. All the fuck I know, bitch, is I told you to listen and you didn't. Now, God is coming back now. And you didn't page me. You didn't text me. You didn't tell me shit. I could at least ran to God or sent the message to God from afar. Like, look, don't come through the crib yet, God, because, I'm going to tell him something. I know he know all things, but goddamn it, I got to tell him something. We cleaning up right now. At least buy us some time to try to put this shit in order. You ain't told me shit. And now I walk up, we arguing, and he walk up on us arguing about the shit. I'm checking like, bitch, why you bite the apple? I see titties and pussy and everything now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know you had that shit. You see dick balls on me. What is we doing here? And you know how, just like they'll be today, y'all. Nigga, what? Yeah. Fuck you, man, nigga. I ain't got it. We arguing like a motherfucker, and here come God. Now we can't even lie together, bitch, because he hear us arguing. So we can't even lie if we wanted to. We arguing loud to the motherfucker, and we in the garden even damn squared up. Y'all seen that picture that went viral? It went viral because that's how that had to go. Imagine everybody in here got wives and all of us got husbands. We know how this shit get. It could be beautiful on social media, but it be WCW in the motherfucking crib. That's the relationship, nigga. Nigga, it go down behind the scenes. Nigga, it's a lot that come with a relationship. Niggas just see the smiles. Nigga, we know how it go. So, okay, we ain't gonna act like Adam and Eve, as above, so motherfucking below, right? We just dissecting this shit from their point of view. For me to show you that this shit don't make no sense. From jump, they disrespected all the women. They said y'all ain't shit. Y'all the whole reason that the world fucked up. Y'all gotta bleed every once a month now, because Eve bit the apple. Niggas die now. They said niggas wasn't dying. It wasn't no old age. Women ain't had people. None of this to the apple was bit. And then God was so mad that he chastised niggas like that, and we believed it, y'all. Why would a good God do that? Why would a God that knows all things punish us for some shit that he already knew he was gonna do? It never made sense. That make you the most evil motherfucker. So you Alpha and Omega, right? You said in the Bible, you the beginning and the end. Nigga, you created us on the 6th motherfucking day. You say you know all things, nigga. Your life was written out for you before you got here. Okay, then why the fuck is we standing in hell talking about what I did wrong? Nigga, you created me before I got here. So if you wanted a perfect world, why you didn't make me perfect? I didn't start this shit. They said you did. I'm trying to make it make sense. Now I gotta go to hell. And then they told us that Jesus came and paid for our sins. Nigga, where he paid for the sins at, nigga? Ain't nowhere other above so motherfucking below, nigga. If I call and right now I send my guy to the shoe, like, I bought you some shoes. She get there, grab the shoes, nigga. They should be paid for, nigga. If I pre-order a game at GameStop, like I pre-order 2K22, all I gotta do is send a motherfucker up there to pick it up, because it's already paid for. Ain't no motherfucker gonna go up to GameStop and get up there like, that's on my wife. She get up to GameStop, y'all. She like, I'm here because my husband, he pre-ordered 2K22 like a month ago. He paid the whole because I really did pre-order it, y'all. He paid the real facts. I did a month ago. He paid the whole $100 and he pre-ordered game. He pre-ordered it. I'm here to pick it up. And then at GameStop, they be like, well, do you got the $100? She gonna say they already paid for it. Well, I gotta pay again. So how you gonna say Jesus paid for my motherfucking sins, but then I gotta pray every night and live by your code? That don't even make sense. You said the sins were paid for. You said a nigga already died for my sins, which he shouldn't have died for nobody else shit. How you gonna punish him for what the fuck everybody else did anyway? What type of justice is that? I'm just saying we gotta think here, y'all. Bullshit. Nigga. What God gonna do that? You say he an all good God. 1 minute he's an all good God. The next minute the nigga jealous. Make up your mind. You told me at the beginning of chapter 1 in Genesis, nigga, he was a good God. Nigga, by the time we get to Ecclesiastes, now he jealous? He's a jealous. Nigga, by the time we get to Exodus, he was jealous. And no, we never ask questions. Nigga, I read the Bible. You see, I'm naming the books for your ass, boy. And I read the Kabbalah. And I read the motherfucking Quran, nigga. Surahs and all. The cave. How you want to do it? Y'all gonna stop playing with me, man. Because I'm a gangster and I come from the sewer. Physically, the hood, 1100, the block, Chicago. They don't want to respect the nigga science, nigga. You can't dispute the science, though. You can call me a nigga. You can call me gay. You can call me fake. You can call me, y'all could call me R. Kelly. You can call me a murderer. You can put on anything you want to put on me, nigga. Dispute the science, though. That's all we here to talk about. I'm just here to help you remember who you are. Don't none of that make sense. Miss me with all that fake ass YouTube shit about I'm wearing a mask. He's an agent. Da-da-da-da-da. Niggas ain't gonna believe I'm not an agent till I'm out here like JFK or some shit. Oh, damn, he wasn't an agent. Man, get y'all fake ass out of here, nigga. Come on, man. It's always been about the fact that I ain't scared to speak the truth, nigga. And even with them aiming a gun in my head right now, I'm still on live speaking the truth, nigga. They trying to hurt me, my wife, my kids behind this shit, nigga. I'm still on here speaking the truth, nigga. They can run in this bitch right now, nigga. I'm gonna speak the truth and I'm gonna go out like stand on that, nigga. Because they don't like that, y'all. I'm the example that you didn't need they schools. I dropped out of high school, nigga. I don't work for them. I did before, but after I got fired, them days, I said I ain't never working for this country again. I'm gonna make it my own fucking way. I'm the example, nigga. You the God if you got carbon in your skin. Ain't never been no one God. We a whole family of gods and goddesses. But Satan, because he created the Bible, that's what he got you believing. He the jealous God. He wrote about his goddamn self. Yes, he did. In his Bible, he's Satan and he's Jesus. Jesus. Which we know translate from Spanish to what? Jesus. Come on. And in the Bible, look, he say Jesus of Nazareth. And if you know about real metaphysics, you'll know that when he was on planet Nern, grafting human beings, meaning cloning them, eugenics labs, with other fallen gods, Lucifer is his right-hand man. Lucifer is an actual god. He's the prince of Zeus's army. Motherfuckers think Lucifer and Satan the same motherfucker. They are not. Lucifer is Zeus' right-hand man. They was all with us at a time. Well, I can name all they ass. I get to say names you ain't never heard of. I name them all, nigga. I name the whole legion, nigga, of fallen gods. They know it, nigga, because they still here hiding, nigga. At the end of the day, this cannabis was made to open up the pineal glands of you human beings. That's why in the 60s, when all the white people started smoking weed, it started a movement called the hippie movement. And they was all peaceful. They wasn't racist. They was for world peace. They was against hurting animals. They was against hurting the planet. They was against hurting black people. The hippies was straight for peace. That was the hippie movement, bro. They destroyed it. This how the elites is. They don't give a fuck if you white. That's why Michael Jackson said, it don't matter if you black or white. Because all you white motherfuckers ain't making it in. Y'all ain't nothing but a motherfucking track hawk Negro. You know how you got the Jeep Cherokee, you got the track hawk. All white people is track hawks. Y'all still Negroes. Because y'all actually white like the elites and they still ain't let y'all in. I can see them saying fuck us. It's poor white people out here, middle class white people out here, they treat y'all like shit too. If you not rich and in the elites, you ain't get in. Corona showed you that. You ain't get in. And that's why y'all ancestors was peasants. In Europe, you always had the royals and you had the peasants. Middle class white people and poor white people, do you know where the middle class come from? All your ancestors was the same motherfucking peasants who was helping us get away in the Underground Railroad. And once the elite seen that, they didn't want white people helping black people. So back then, you had either you was rich or you was poor. See, y'all don't know real economic language of the country because niggas don't get taught that in school. And niggas or white people don't go back and read. Especially white people. You can't tell y'all shit. You know, y'all done mastered their language. You definitely can tell y'all shit. Unless it's Einstein who stole all his shit from us. I'm Einstein all over again. You looking at a modern day Einstein. I be myself. I look weird to people. I wear crystal rings. I look all, you can look whatever you want myself though. I'm comfortable in this avatar. Feel me? You can take me how you want to take me. I'm going to give you everything that come with it if you take me wrong. Just take me right. Don't take me wrong. Because I'm going to give you everything you looking for. Win, lose, or draw. I'm like, I really Killmonger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no healing me, nigga. If the elites kill me in battle, don't heal me. Ain't no healing me for what? So you can kill me again, nigga? So you can try to enslave me again? Nah, nigga. Bury me with my ancestors, nigga. Because they knew that death was better than bondage. Bury me with my ancestors. I know who I am. I know this is my planet. Just like them people that stole my granddaddy land. He went back and killed them. I didn't finish that. My granddaddy, Providence, he killed like a bunch of their ass that stole his land. And then he left and changed his name. And he was trying to put a different last name, but he ended up putting Matthews. And see, and then my granddaddy on my daddy's side, they from Alabama. He had to change his name too because 10 white men they had raped my grandmama in Alabama and they hunger. They raped her, killed her, and hunger. 10 white men. Hey, look, y'all, we got a minute left. I'm finna get off here. Hey, we got a minute left. I'm finna get off here so the live can save. We coming right back. Program, white girl, they rap.